Hello, everybody, and welcome to whatever day it is, whatever mood we're in, laughter, levity, and maybe a few life lessons today. And I'm coming as is. As you can see, I'm coming as is. And I think that's really indicative of the conversation I'm going to have with my friend, Dr. Melissa Bartman Mork, because we're real. We're real and we're real funny. Really funny. So my friend, Dr. Melissa Bartman Mork, is a professor. I'm reading this because I want to make sure I get her title right. She's professor and chair, Department of Psychology, Criminal Justice, and Law Enforcement. She's also the author of Navigating Grief with Humor, and she's hilarious. And please welcome Dr. Melissa Bartman Mork.
That's me. You're talking about me?
Yeah,
you sound so good.
You. What is going on besides COVID baking, COVID hair, COVID makeup?
Yeah. So, okay, two things. First of all, the days are running together. And let me just say, I have a life hack here. Purchase days of the week underpants, and not just one set, but 4 sets. So you only have to do laundry once a month. You're welcome.
And mic drop or
I had
blue Yeti drop.
The other thing, my kid is taking up baking. He's 15 and he has decided to make pies, homemade from scratch pie. I have blueberry pie, French silk pie, apple pie, and pumpkin in my house right now. COVID pie.
I have COVID pie. I did not know that I'm domesticated, that I am domestic. I would say about 5 years ago, I had said to my husband, I said, you know what? I should have given you a warning label that when we got married, I'm not domestic. And then a couple of weeks ago, I said, are my domestic skills scaring you? Yes, a little bit. I have a stack of 3 Tupperware containers of lemon bars and then miniature pies. Thank goodness someone sent us a gift basket, because anything we get, I think, ooh, I'm going to MacGyver it. I'm going to improv. What can I make of this?
Or, I can do this. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the movie Airplane. What can you make of this? Well, I can make a pterodactyl. I can make And I am baking. There are 2 of us in the house, Melissa. I am baking as if there's a family of 8.
I don't know who you are anymore.
I'm eating for a family of 8.
Yeah. We're putting on the COVID-19 by the end of this.
Exactly. But you know what? I think it's the lighting. It doesn't matter what's going on from here down. As long as look at that. I just lost 10 pounds.
It's camera angle. Yeah, that works.
Wow, Julie she looks so good.
Really? Yeah, it's all about strategy, strategic positioning,
lighting. I had a dream the other day, Melissa, that it was revealed. My gray hair was revealed, but not as subtly as this. It was black hair, then gray, brown hair, then gray.
Yeah.
Talk about a COVID nightmare.
But you know what? We're having, I think everybody, as part of the stress reaction, people are having more vivid dreams and more unpleasant vivid dreams. Like we're remembering them and they're not great.
You know what? I've got to do a little tech support here. No,
okay,
actually, no, it's not. What did I just reveal? Hello?
That's not good. That was a bad dream right there. It was like a flashback, man.
It was a reality. Here's what my friendship brings to you.
Yeah.
I can make your nightmare a reality.
You can and have in the past. Also, I just want to say something else.
You can't skip over that. You cannot skip over that.
No, I'm segueing into
Thank
Julie
you.
has this habit in our friendship. I don't know if you do this with other people, but with me, we'll be doing something. We'll be having a good time. All of a sudden, you just disappear. Like you just up and go. I don't know if you know this about you.
No.
But Yeah. So like we're in the middle of a banquet and we're having a good time in this banquet. Suddenly you're just gone. Like and most of my friendship with Julie is me going, where'd she go?
I didn't know that.
Even just like right now, we're getting ready to do this Facebook Live, and I'm in this new StreamYard environment, and all of a sudden she just like disappears, and I'm waiting, picking my teeth, waiting. Julie disappears again. You didn't know that? You're counting, yeah.
I do know the banquet at the last AATH conference. I know why I ducked out. It's because you were making, well, no, I'll take some of the responsibility as well. Okay. We were laughing, and we can explain what happened because it'll be just as funny as to explain it.
The story is always hilarious.
To everybody else who was not there. And oh my God. And then if you have to make sure you preface the story with, oh my gosh, it was so funny.
It was so funny.
Hold on. It's so funny. Hold on. Wait, are you listening to the story?
And then let's go into excruciating detail about who else was there. Nobody knows.
Oh, and then you have to add what you ate. You were trying to decide between the chicken and the steak. That's an integral part of the story. But the
chicken was rubbery, so I really wish I had gone with the steak.
Yeah, because who was sitting to your right? Because I think she had her salad looked better than mine. Who was
that? Was Missy Gail. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So thank you for staying, Julie. Thank you for having remained in this conversation for the past 7 minutes. I appreciate you being here.
I'm sorry. You can.
I love you.
I love you too. I do know why I ducked out. I did not know I made a habit of ducking out because I always thought that it takes forever for me to say goodbye.
Oh.
So for me to duck out, that's opposite of what my
you come back again. You duck out, you disappear, and you show back up like randomly. I've moved on to another conversation, and then there you are. And I'm like, oh, hey. I don't know. You've gone 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't know, but you just like
I didn't know. Oh, where's the dang it? Oh, it's over there.
Don't you like it when people reveal something about you didn't know before? I love that.
And it's usually when someone said, "Oh, Julie, you know what I remember about you?"
Tell me. Do you know what else I love? Do you know what I love? I love backward compliments too. Have you ever gotten a backward compliment?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course. It's the kind of thing that. What just happened? Did I just get slapped in the face, or did I get a little, a butt grab? Which one did I get?
Yeah. So what is it called? Like a tilted
left-handed? Is it left-handed or backhanded compliment?
Yeah.
Do you have some examples?
Well, only you could wear something like that. That's one of my.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm looking at my outfit going, what?
Only you can wear something like that.
You can wear that. Oh.
As a matter of fact, one of the first things that our dear friend Lisa David Olson said, after Beautiful Friends.
True. Yeah.
Excuse me.
We're like twins, you and I, except I have about a foot of height on you, but otherwise we're identical. Is that a backhanded compliment?
I don't know what that is anymore.
It's my way of saying you're really short. Yeah.
I think it had, for that fact. I mean, it is a fact. When you say a direct fact like that, since we're dissecting this sort of type of communication style, the tone makes a difference. Oh, you're really short. You're short.
Does. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm doing this master class on negotiation with FBI hostage negotiator. And he said it's all about tone of voice. So when you're trying to negotiate, you need to use like late night DJ voice, like super chill and slow. And then when you're trying to start to really like, you're bringing across some hard truths, you have to use like a really playful voice and maybe some uplift at the end of each sentence, you know? So you're kind of like, so my fee is $10,000, you know, that kind of thing. And so just like that lilt, it's that tone of voice. And then when it's a non-negotiable, you have to say things like, my fee is $10,000. And you just like, no negotiation, but you can only use that like once in a while. Everything else he said, you got to keep it either really super chill and slow or playful. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So if somebody's like giving you a compliment and they're like playful with it, that's one way of delivering it. But if they're giving you a compliment and they're like, this is the way it is, I mean, it's just like, it goes deep. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So let me an example.
Yeah.
Julie, you are the funniest person I know in real life.
Thank you. I believe.
Yeah, is that a good compliment?
Yeah.
It's
Even
true.
if you were just pretending, I'll take it.
No, it's true. You are. You are. Although, don't tell Lisa Olson that. She's within driving distance of me, and she scares me a little. So don't tell her.
The difference, or she's scared? The drive scares you, or she scares you?
She scares me a little bit. She's intense. Have you seen her serious selfies?
Oh, I can't even do it. I
don't know how she does it. Is she showing up? I'm not on.
She's here.
I don't see the comments.
She is at work right now.
Aww.
Oh, wait, I didn't scroll down. Okay. Oh, as far as going back to the backward compliment, she says a backward compliment is a complisalt.
That's good.
That is
a complisalt. What's that?
What?
My favorite one that I got, my favorite complisalt was, you've changed a lot over the last couple of years. You're not nearly as manipulative as you used to be.
Wow.
I know. I didn't even know I was manipulative. I didn't think I was. But that was you've really grown. You're way better now.
Look at my face. How do you know?
I know. That's a great face. I like your face.
Okay, so what we were talking about something that I know about Lisa. So when she and I talked a couple weeks ago on Facebook Live, she and I recalled when the three of us met in the Humor Academy AATH 2012, and 2 words for you: Flava Flav. That one's for you, Lisa.
So I don't know if you remember the most traumatic moment of that first day was when we had to throw a ball. We had to share a favorite takeaway and then throw a ball to somebody else so they could catch it and share their favorite takeaway. I don't know if you remember this, but one of the women in our group had impaired sight. She was a clown, a therapeutic clown who was blind. And she and I had partnered up a couple of times all morning. And so at the end of the morning, we're breaking for lunch, but first we're passing the ball around. We're catching it, giving our favorite takeaway, and then throwing it. I caught the ball. I shared my favorite takeaway, and then I threw it to her. Except it bounced off her head and went into a corner. She said, I didn't see that coming. Oh my God. Oh my God. it right at her head.
Oh. Lisa says she remembers that horrible ball toss. So Lisa, I don't remember this, but I can visualize it as you're describing it. So Lisa, if you could describe what your perspective was. So someone who witnessed it, what was your perspective? I'd be interested to hear. And so she says,
That's perfect.
So Lisa, just to clarify, do you mean you remember hearing the sound of the ball hitting the woman's
thud? I mean, she was such a good sport about it. She was so funny about it. I just felt horrible. Oh, man. So I remember that was a great, it was you and Lisa Carlson. And oh.
Hang on. Hey, Melissa.
Yeah.
Just a heads up. I'm going to step away for just a second and I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm used to this. Go ahead. It's okay.
No, at least I give you a heads up on that.
Yeah, you did. You're getting way better at this. You've changed a lot.
Is it like that? See if I can get it right. How's that?
It's really hard to hit yourself in the face, isn't it? With a ball. Without flinching.
Okay, one more time.
That was great.
That's good. Okay.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That's real straight. I wonder if a face could stop a clock.
Lisa, if you can, I'll give you the link. Lisa, if you can get on here. I know you're working, but I can send you the link and the three of us could be on here. Let me know if you want to jump on, Lisa. Lisa is hilarious.
He's so funny. Oh, my word. Quick.
Oh, the puns. Oh, my God.
Oh, breather. I thought we were talking about grief today. That was the...
We're just going to, the theme of this is just... Well, do you want me to... We could do a COVID makeup.
Yes.
And it's
tutorial.
Hard. Yeah, it's opposite.
Yeah, makes it harder, doesn't it?
It does. Let's see.
Oh, nice lashes.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
They take mascara nicely. Wow, look at that.
So it's the opposite. It's opposite day.
Yes, it is. I like watching the facial expressions of people when they're doing it. Yeah. Look at that. Do you do the bottom lashes too?
I do.
You do?
Thing. It's really beneficial to put makeup on when you're not going any goddamn place.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Sorry. When you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. 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 And then Julie starts putting on makeup.
So what we could talk about is putting on masks. Here's the deep segue. If you'd like us to make a connection, Lisa. Putting on masks when you're grieving. putting on a mask, pretending everything is okay. And that's really why I thought, you know what? I'm just going vulnerable here.
Yep.
But what I will do after this call and after we're online, I will call you and I will talk to you for about 20 minutes and obsess about the fact that I went online like this.
Really?
Yeah. So don't answer my call.
Okay. Good to know. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
I think you're just adorable. I think you're so. Yeah, that's nice. Well, that looks kind of like 40s. When you turned your head to the side, it looked kind of like a 40s updo. Not that one. The other one.
This is 80s.
Yes, 80s, very 80s.
80s?
Yep. 40. The swoop on the other side.
It's like, company B, like that.
Yeah, that's it's like a 30s pompadour. You have great hair. You have so much of it.
Gosh, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see. My hair was like this the other morning, and I was talking to a friend of mine, not with a video, and I said, "Let me describe what my hair looks like." Think of the women in the 40s, the company B,
Yeah.
So picture that, but she slept in her hair for 5 days and never washed it or brushed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. So I think this would be a little flock of seagulls.
Yep.
See that. And I remember in my high school, there were a lot of people like this, half of their head shaved.
Yep.
And then
the asymmetrical. And then did a lot of people like dye like little patches in their hair?
I think so.
There's a lot of hot pink and purple going on in my high school. Perms.
There was that. And then you have to pretend that you're emoting big time. So you have to have your head down.
Yep.
See, he was emoting in the 80s, long before emo was big.
Oh, yeah. But it was mostly
depressed before you guys were.
Right. That was what inspired all the John Hughes movies. Was all the emotion. Yeah, you got great hair. Man.
Gosh, thanks.
Look at that.
It's called bedhead.
Nice.
There's
called product out there for that. It's gorgeous.
It's COVID hair.
It is COVID hair. It's beautiful for COVID hair. It's beautiful COVID hair.
Everybody looking at this is going to turn to sand. Isn't that what happens when you look at Medusa?
Yeah. Or stone. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for my...
Beauty.
Okay, I'm ready for my interview. I'm ready. Got my note. Take notes.
So, how have you actually been doing, Julie?
Fine.
That's her authentic answer. Fine.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm okay. I use humor as a mask, and I found that, well, a sister of mine one of my sisters called me today, and we laughed. I can't tell you what we laughed about, but she normally doesn't swear, but for about 5 minutes, she just swore, and it was hilarious because she normally doesn't.
Right.
And then she was describing how she's under the bed, and she said, I don't want to go down in the kitchen because that's where her 11-year-old twins are doing homework. And she said, I don't want to do arithmetic. I don't want to do it. So how I've been doing is I think the baking and the cooking, I didn't realize I use that as a stress reliever because it is very hard for me to be still. And which is really the opposite of what I teach and I practice, about being in the moment. And as we're talking about this, Melissa, I realize it's hard for me to be in the moment because I have to still get a lot done. I can't be idle. I can't just wait for the virus to be over. I've got to make sure that I still have speaking engagements. I have to make sure that, and I'm starting to feel anxious just at how fast I'm talking. And then doing helps cover up. Does that answer your question, Doctor?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I think it's interesting that you are having a hard time practicing what you preach. Being in the
Yeah.
moment and being mindful. I'm having the same, I'm talking about, focus on what you can control and let go of everything else and, find meaning and purpose in what you're going through. Most days I'm having a hard time just rolling out of bed and, makeup is rare now. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
this friend of mine she made a great analogy of what this is like for her. She said that it's like being on an airplane. When you think it's a long distance flight, and she will think she's going to read a book and she's going to, sleep because she's going to need to be well rested. And then she gets on the flight and she can't focus on reading a book and she's a little too wound up to sleep. And so she just eats and she watches a movie and then she eats again and then she watches another movie and she eats again. And that's how she's spending that flight time when she knows she should be writing or reading or resting. And that is exactly what's happening to me during this whole COVID experience, this sheltering in place, is that I know I should be doing things that are going to move me forward personally, professionally, all these different, and most of the time I'm just eating and watching movies, waiting for this to end, waiting for the flight to land,
Yeah. Yeah. And it does kind of feel like just we're waiting. We don't know. We're waiting for a gate to open. And it's like we're floating. We're circling the airport.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know when we're going to land.
We don't know when we're going to land.
Yeah. No. And it's not a whole lot of turbulence, which it's good. Not a whole lot of turbulence.
Right. For some people there is. I mean, yeah. I think I'm so sheltered that I don't really know what other people are going through, but I can imagine that there are some that are being, they're sheltering with people they don't like. I think that we're going to see a spike in divorces after this is all over because people are spending actual time together and realizing it's not working. I think there's people who are dealing with their anxieties through violence. I think people are having to juggle, they're at home with toddlers and having to do their full-time jobs at the same time. And I don't know how they're doing it,
Teaching, they're teachers.
They're having it. Well, your sister and her twins downstairs. I mean, there are some complications. I mean, I feel really privileged that my kids are self-cleaning ovens. They just kind of, I don't have to do a lot of parenting with them. And I realize that I'm really fortunate that way, but not everybody is as fortunate, or that I still have employment, and not everybody is that fortunate. So for some of us, we don't have a lot of turbulence. For some, there's a lot of turbulence,
Yeah. And how I am doing is I first think of the positive, whether or not I'm fooling myself, Melissa, but my habit is, or how I was trained, whether it was what I've experienced, maybe the family that I grew up in, we don't talk about negative feelings, and you move on and you trudge forward and you don't give up. So with that, I think it's healthy to look at a positive. But if I'm only just covering up a situation with, well, like you said earlier, lipstick on a pig, if I'm just, if I'm just saying something that is positive, am I being true? Am I being real? Or am I just out of habit looking for the positive?
Yeah. Is it a platitude? Yeah. And I think, for some people, there genuinely is. I think you have clouds and you have silver linings. And I think that you are a person that's looking, you've developed a habit of looking for silver linings. And I think that's a great habit to have. But sometimes we have to name the cloud too. You know what I mean? We have to, I think there's real value in saying, this is hard. This sucks. I'm grieving all of these, I miss going to the restaurants. I miss seeing my students. So we can name what we're missing, what we're grieving, and then say, on the other hand, I'm healthy. I'm safe. People I love are healthy and safe. We can look at the silver lining too. I think naming both are really valuable.
I think that's smart. I like to put notes on there so other people, whether they're watching now or later, can see the gems that you're saying. And did I spell it right? Yeah, because it's like putting icing on a cake and not looking at what cake it is.
Right.
And
I just think there's real value in naming the parts that are hard and naming them actually gives release to them, and then they don't feel as hard. So, and it's part of emotional intelligence too. The very beginning of emotional intelligence is just naming what you're feeling, all of the feelings, not just the happy ones, but the hard ones too. And that it moves some of the energy in your brain to, when you're articulating it, you're saying out loud, you're actually relieving some of the intense neural energy that's centered or clustered around that emotional experience. So I try to get my kids, I try to get myself to say authentically, and this is what you started with today, is you were coming in authentic, like authentically you. And I think that when we name what we're going through, we're being authentic to ourselves. We're being true to ourselves of, yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. And it's hard.
And I didn't feel like putting a mask on. This was just, and as I was doing this, I was thinking, I want to take a nap today. Why am I doing this? I really do. But it's funny. And it's just my husband and me, and he's an essential worker. He's a mechanic for an airline. So, and I make sure that he's not exposed to anything, and I'm doing the little revealing my nagging tendencies, and I try to nag in a questioning tone. So are you going to wear that mask then as you go?
You look so handsome when you wear that mask, honey.
Yeah, and then can you just tell me again, do you bring the gloves with you and then you punch in with the gloves? You do? Good. Cool. Okay. Have a good day.
I love it when you do that. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just the two of you at home?
Yes. And so when he is home, let's say, and he did have some time off. So he had a few other days off because he was taking care of something else. But so we had even more time together. And he loves certain movies like Lord of the Rings, and I don't. And he said, hey, look what's on Freeform. I said, oh.
The walking movie, the movie about walking, that walking movie, Lord of the Rings.
It was it's always the same one where so is this the one with the dragon and then the gold and then they melt the dragon? And I said, no, go ahead. It's great. Go ahead, turn it on. So this is my, what is this? This is my, I support you, but God dang, how many times do you have to see that movie?
See, now when I do stand up, I talk about the pros and cons of having a dead husband. And that's one of the pros, is that I never again have to watch any of those dude movies.
And yesterday he had Tom Cruise Edge of Tomorrow, where he's a military guy and he's in this, they fight aliens and he's in this time loop. And I thought, okay, so I'm practicing my patience instead of just, no, I want to watch something more fun, at least, Tiny House Nation or something that's not blowing up. So I looked at the silver lining, thought, okay, I made some meat charcuterie and appetizers for us.
Yum.
And then, okay, it would be like a little date afternoon. And then, so he's watching that movie and I looked for the silver lining, Melissa, and I saw it. It was, hey, I think this is the best of both worlds because you like the blow them up stuff and I like time travel movies.
There you go.
And after an hour, I said, I'm done.
You had your fill of the time travel.
And he said, oh, I thought you meant you were done with the snacks. No, I'm not done with the snacks. No, don't you dare.
Yeah, that's funny.
Dub over the dialogue.
Yesterday, dub over the dialogue. That'll change things.
Oh, over the movies.
On the movie.
Oh, Jane, do you mean me talking during the movies? Got that down.
Turn it into your own Mystery Science 3000. That would be hilarious. Yes. The funniest movie I ever saw was when I was a kid and we were watching King Kong and my Aunt Joan was sitting there and she was dubbing over everything and it was hilarious. From that moment on, I thought King Kong was a comedy. I really did. Yeah. So funny.
I think I will ask him. I'll make that, hey, how about if we try something different? One where he does this, and then he loves
I have another question.
Yes.
About your husband. How often do you hear bagpipes in a given month?
How many days are there in a month?
30, 31. Every day you hear bagpipes every day?
Yeah. So, yeah.
So when did you know that you were into auditory torture? Every time I hear bagpipes, I think of you and I think, aw.
It's fun.
They're beautiful.
They are. They are.
They are beautiful.
They are. No, it's good. It's good to have a hobby. Yes. No, the thing is though, the day I met him 10 years ago. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day 10 years ago will be when we met. And I had gone out to an event where their band was playing. And I didn't know him. And obviously, because that's where I met him. You
specifically went to listen to a bagpipe band?
Correct. Yeah. Nice. I like bagpipes. I do like bagpipes.
Yeah.
And you know what I'll do? If I'm being a real jerk, I can say, oh, you might want to, maybe, did you miss a note there?
No, the best part is, I would not be able to tell if there was a missed note because I'm new to bagpipe listening, so I would not recognize a missed note if it was hit.
You can kind of, let's just say that video that you posted, they had trouble on the way back.
You heard it. I sent her a video of somebody bringing down their garbage can and being led by two bagpipers. Is that what we call them? Bagpipers?
Yes, bagpipers.
Yeah.
You can see on my Facebook page and they're in the full regalia.
They were kilts and hats and
the things. He told me what these are called. I forgot.
Yeah. It's garbage day today for me. I need to go down and get the garbage and bring it back up.
Same with us.
Hey.
We take them out Tuesday night.
Yep.
Pick them
back
up
Wednesday.
Whenever I gosh darn feel like it.
Mm-hmm. So I need to be creative about what I'm going to do today.
So those of you just tuning in to Melissa's costume dumpster regimen.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Every time she takes the bins down to the end of the driveway, she's wearing some kind of outfit. So we've had a scuba.
Yep, full scuba gear, including scuba knife and dive rope.
Yeah, and Joe noticed the knife right away. That was pretty cool. And you said you didn't know, you never know if there are going to be some squirrels there. What else did you do? Oh, you did the Martian costume. The Martian costume.
Alien abductee costume. Yeah, I was an alien abductee.
And you showed full commitment.
Horse
head. Full commitment with that horse head because you even galloped back.
I did gallop back.
Coconuts. You could do like coconuts.
Should have had coconuts. I have this, but I don't have anything to go with it. I have a nose, but I don't have clothing to wear. I may have to dig through my closet. Find something.
I wonder, could you make that a beard instead of a wig?
I could make it a mask.
There's that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what day is it? National what day? Maybe you could follow the theme.
I don't know. I know I finally realized it was Wednesday when I looked at my calendar earlier, and my days of the week underpants told me it was Wednesday.
Well, my sister and I, when we were talking about what day it was, and I said, I think we both laughed because we didn't really know what day it was. So we agreed it was the 40th day of the month at 30 o'clock.
So 40th. I think you're wrong. I think it's more like the 70th day of April is.
You might be right. I think I might be using the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah. The centigrade, you're using Celsius. So are you going to the AATH conference this year?
In New Orleans?
Online?
All by myself? I don't know. What are those dates?
I think June 5th and 6th. The Humor Academy is May 15th through the 17th, and then the AATH conference is all virtual online, early June, first weekend in June.
Possibly.
Should be good.
I don't know.
I
Yeah?
think it'd be good. I mean, the hard part is I'm feeling Zoom fatigue already.
Yeah.
Rainbow wig with fancy gown. Ooh.
How about a bow? Can you put a bow? Then put a bow in that bow in the wig.
I still have my wedding dress, so I could pull that out. I'm not using it for anything else.
Do that. It's raining here. If it's raining here, yeah, I wouldn't want you to get your dress wet. It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain.
No, it's sunny here. And yesterday it was super rainy. I took 3 naps yesterday. I'm unashamed. I'm just putting it out there. I took 2 naps in the morning and then another one yesterday afternoon. And still fell right to sleep last night. Yeah, rain does it.
How did you?
I don't know.
How did you fit those into your timetable? 3.
Yeah, I know.
How long were they?
Oh, an hour at a time. I got up, went and made coffee, went and laid back down, fell back to sleep. That kind of thing. I love naps. Don't you love? I even have a couch in my office at work it's a napping couch.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Part jealousy, part planning.
Admiration, curiosity, inspiration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm dressed for it.
Yes. Well, and I like naps between I snack and then nap and then snack. And so I have like
snap. It's a snap.
A snap. Yeah. I have this reaction to carbs. So if I eat cookies or cake or pie, I just turn into Rip Van Winkle.
I like the things that I've made. I've made those small pies.
What was the filling?
Pears.
Yum. Cinnamon?
It had cinnamon and sugar. And based on the ingredients, I thought to myself, that's not going to be sweet enough. So I added about a tablespoon or so of brown sugar and some honey. And I think it also had lemon juice in it. Yum. And because I blended it so much, the insides were too soupy. So they taste really good, but they look like they belong on Nailed It. People who are trying to do Pinterest.
Yeah, Baker fails. Yeah.
So they wouldn't fold up very well. I envisioned like a hand pie.
Oh yeah.
And it just went bleh. So I made almost like a little wonton out of it.
Oh, cool.
And then I thought, I know. Cupcake tins. And I only have Christmas ones. Yeah. So I have Christmas cupcake ones on the bottom with midden and a snowman. Sweet.
You know what I like to do with pears? I love making grilled cheese with pear, like thinly sliced pear and ham. So good. So good.
That sounds very European.
Yeah.
Not an expert European chef, but it just sounds like it would be.
Well, I went to Hell's Kitchen, which is a restaurant in downtown Minneapolis once, and they had it was Gruyere, cheese, ham, and pear in it. Definitely do over. Yeah, definitely took that home with me.
So what do I have to get done today, Melissa?
Absolutely nothing. This is why. Because we are in a season where it isn't about what we're doing, it's who we are being, Julie. It's not about performance or productivity. It's about developing a really good relationship with yourself.
Oh, I want to type that. Do you mind if I don't put the mute button on? Because usually what I've been doing is putting the mute button on.
No, bang away, hammer away on that keyboard.
It's the Typing Olympics. So what did you say?
I said we're in a season where we don't have to do or perform. We just have to be and develop a relationship with ourselves. Learn how to like ourselves again.
Some people laugh that I had typing class in high school. I think a combination of my piano teacher telling me, do not look at your hands, don't look at the keys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, but I think this is important. I mean, people are talking about being so isolated and alone and everything, but I think we've been so busy producing and performing and being busy to kind of escape ourselves. And I think part of our ennui right now is that we can't escape ourselves. We are having to be fully present with ourselves. So it's time to start to explore what we like, who we are, how we're going to be in this season. And because there's not a lot we can do. So you don't have to do anything today. Take a nap, eat a hand pie, take care of your husband, be kind. You can do those. I can do those.
I think I can do those.
I can do those. Yeah.
Are you going to take a few naps today?
I am going to go for a bike ride because I have found that is my therapy. When Scott, my husband, was sick, I would get all of his medications lined up. I would make sure that he was good, and then I would go for a bike ride, and it was kind of it's just an escape, of fleeing from the cancer. I was fleeing from all the hardness that was going on in the house, and so that was my therapy when he was sick, and it's become my escape again. Because I've just been I had a hip replacement in December. I had a really bad. It popped out in January, so I had to go through that recovery again, and then I had the flu in February, and then March I had to start sheltering in place. So I feel like I've been quarantined for freaking ever. So the bicycle is my escape. So I'm going to go for a bike ride, and then I'll probably come back and take a luxurious nap. Sounds good?
It does. And it's been, like I said, it's been raining here today, a little bit on and off, but last night it rained harder. And I just love the sound of rain and then tucking away underneath the covers.
Indulge in it. Yeah.
I like what you're thinking. I like it.
Yeah. This was fun. Julie, you're fun.
Thank you. You're fun too, Melissa.
Why, thank you.
You're fun and you're smart, and you help to shed a light on not only what is funny, but what is real and how we can deal with what is real. That at this time can be pretty hard.
Yeah. And some of us are not being our best selves. So I think that's can start to define what that really means. Yep.
Let's be our best selves.
This is a great tool to be able to do that.
Yes, and I think sorry, what?
I like StreamYard. I like this. I like this platform.
It is cool. And then I think I gave you access to being a co-host. Then I'm pretty sure a co-host can also add comments.
Hey, I just saw, now I'm seeing all the comments. Look at that. I didn't even know I could.
Oh, yay!
I've just been staring at you the whole time.
So mesmerizing.
Julie takes faux smoke breaks. They're so funny.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the smoke breaks.
It's a pipe, right?
That's right. I actually smoke pipes on the weekends. During the week, I smoke cigars.
I just chew. I like chewing tobacco. It's less obvious.
I
Except for
like
the
big.
spitting.
How about Big League Chew?
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. You know, I just got I have braces. I have the Invisalign that you pop in. So I've not been chewing much. I don't have them in now. I
Oh,
took them out.
I was going to
I
say,
got a snaggle tooth I'm trying to undo.
I think I need to do this. I need to
Uh,
fix these. They moved.
yeah. Did you have braces as a kid?
I did, but it was for a crossbite. And then I lost my retainers within a year. And then
Yeah.
I sleep with a mouth guard for mild sleep apnea, and I think they've changed my teeth. Are we still on? Everybody knows that now.
Transparency, authenticity, the real Julie.
And let's just hide.
You could have done this entire interview like that. You're so cute. You look like an elf.
This will be the thumbnail.
Oh, please let that be the thumbnail. Oh, please. Oh man, I love you. I love you so much.
I love you.
Thank you for staying here the whole time. I really
All right, girls, welcome to seminary. Be good Catholic girls. Eat your little wafers.
Don't make me take out the ruler.
Excuse me. Girls better behave.
She disappears. Oh my word.
See, there's a connection between the Lord of the Rings stories and catechism. Sorry, this is going to be edited like. So the teaching of catechism match up nicely with Lord of the Rings. Yeah. So let's use that analogy. That's why I'm dressed like Bobo Baggins.
Bobo the nun.
Bobo the nun.
All right. Well, listen, I'm taking a nap on this flight.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you want me to still, even though you're sleeping, ma'am, do you want me to still put the drink that has no cover on it?
On the little tray. Yeah.
And then
what I really want are those, those little, do you ever fly Delta? Those little like cookies, the little cinnamony
biscotti thingies? Like,
yeah, they're little flat and got little ridges on them, and they're so good. I don't know where to get them. Those. What the? Where'd you get those?
Just never know what you're gonna find.
Oh, magical! You're like a magical elf nun. What? Don't hide them.
Don't hide your light of biscotti under a bushel.
No, let me give you my address. You can send them to me. They're so good, dipped in coffee. Wow, now you look like a starlet.
What's a starlet?
You look like very like high fashion, like you're going to the Oscars. Your hair is slicked back, and you've got the hood that should flow into a beautiful gown, and you've got your makeup done well, and you've got your bejeweled. Lovely.
Earrings. Put some earrings in. Hold on. Long earrings.
You make the best props. Hey, oh my goodness. Oh, those are so cute.
Long earrings.
Those
So
are
today
gorgeous.
I'm wearing these earrings that
They're Marc Jacobs.
yeah, these are Marc Jacob dart earrings.
Are those little people?
They are little people.
Pens? Gorgeous. Oh, you got fun stuff. He's got a Charlie Brown smile, kind of. Round head. I like him.
Okay, you need to go play football now. Oh, don't go. I think this is from when I traveled last. American Airlines also has these. The reason they're in my office is because when I was cleaning out my bag, I always find these.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't eat them? I mean, those things would be gone. If those are in my office, those would be gone within 24 hours. Things like that don't last. You're powerful in your ability to resist temptation. Killing me over here.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just drooling a little bit, but it's fine.
So I think our work here is done.
I think you're right.
Yep. It was probably done about an hour ago. So now before we go, can you please ask the question one more time? Julie, how you doing?
I was trying to deal with handle the answer. Julie, how you doing? You doing okay?
I'm getting by.
Okay.
This is it.
You go take a nap.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a bike ride.
Oh, I should go outside.
It's raining. You got to take a nap. I mean, it's kind of an imperative. It's imperative that you take a nap when it's raining. Nothing else you can really do.
Doctor's orders.
Got that right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm taking off.
Love ya.
Love ya. Thanks for doing this with me.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.